Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks.
It's summer. Time to get out. No, way out. And then do it again all summer long. Get to Cabela's Memorial Day sale and kick off the summer with huge savings. Get 50% off Cabela's Whoop and Stick rods and combos and Cabela's Deluxe Flotation Vests. 30% off Coleman Sundome tents and 10% off all regular priced kayaks. Plus, find other great deals on grills, coolers, and camping equipment. Don't miss Cabela's Memorial Day sale.
Blog Talk Radio.
Good morning, everybody. That's right. Good morning. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. The first time ever, I think we ever done the podcast this morning. Great McCray this morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing, man?
I'm all right. You had your coffee and everything?
Oh, yeah.
How do you do your job with no sleep at all, like no nap or nothing? How you do that?
Sometimes you get this little extra energy kick in.
Yes, indeed. Well, we are a couple of months away, rather, from WWE Money in the Bank. I want to talk about the greatest ladder matches of all time. Well, let's start with the beginning. The first ladder match ever goes back to 1992. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
Yeah. Actually, Bret Hart brought the ladder match down from Canada. They had the first ladder match up in Stampede Wrestling in Canada, and Bret Hart brought it down, concept down to 50 man.
Oh, yeah, man. Thank you very much, Bret. By the way, folks, just in case you're trying to debate with a brother, let me tell you something. There was WrestleMania. That was the first ladder match at WrestleMania. The first ladder match, period, with Bret and Shawn. Just for those who try to challenge my history, you know. But yes, indeed. I want to say one of the greatest matches, as far as I see it, would have to be, I want to say, Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21.
Man, some of the greatest ladder matches was actually tables, ladders, and chairs tag team matches for the tag team titles.
Yeah.
Eddie Christian, Dudley Boy, and the Hardy Boy.
Definitely. I don't know if you had the chance, but by now you probably have. You know, at WrestleMania 21, Chris Benoit had about 18, 20-something stitches in his head. And this guy takes the ladder, climbs the ladder, not wraps the briefcase. He is a flying headbutt to Kane.
Man, Chris Benoit used to do some crazy things off the ladder.
That man had 18 to 20 stitches, and he busted them wide open. And he had a broken arm. God bless you, Chris. Now, speaking of Chris Benoit, anything happened to me. I'm pretty sure for now Chris Benoit is not going to be in the Hall of Fame anytime soon.
As far as any wrestling promotion, he'll never be in the Hall of Fame. Simply for the sake of what happened.
Whoa.
And,
wow.
Yeah, he was in one wrestling Hall of Fame, and they tried to rescind it and try to take him out. But Chris Benoit did so much for the history of wrestling, and it was basically wrestling fault that he had the Cushing syndrome on his brain. But me personally, I think if somebody else came in there and did it and set Chris Benoit up because they didn't like wrestling. That's just my theory.
I thought Chris Benoit not being in the Hall of Fame was just as far as WWE was concerned. I know it was like wrestling period.
Yeah, he was already in one wrestling Hall of Fame before his death, and they tried to rescind that to take him out because of everything that surrounded his death.
Well, and then so there was an investigation. Like, did they know? Would they find out? Like, Like, let's say somebody investigated and turns out he didn't do it. Will he be welcomed back with open arms? Well, he's dead now. Will his legacy be welcomed back with open arms?
Well, there's more wrestling fans that still welcome his legacy with open arms than don't. To me, I don't think they really put it in a full investigation because the government was still, man was Vince McMahon, and because he worked with Vince McMahon and he was a professional wrestler, they just saw it, case closed and left it like it. And that was it. And actually, he was supposed to win the ECW title that weekend that he was found dead.
Oh, yeah.
But it ended up being John Morrison versus CM Punk, and John Morrison won that match.
Yes, indeed. I remember that was the very night that he died. Now, in my opinion, had he been at work at the arena, get ready for his match, he'd be alive and well today, probably a Hall of Famer.
Well, what happened was everything started happening from what they saying. Everything started happening Friday night, and then Saturday night he was dead, and they was trying to get in touch with him. Chavo Guerrero and other his closest friends were trying to get in touch with him the whole weekend, and nobody heard anything from him.
Yes, indeed, man. So, speaking of getting in touch with people, I love the fact that WWE has bosses. They do the best they can to reach out to people. Like Triple H, Stephanie, Vince. They give you their personal cell phone numbers. And hey, you got a problem? Call me. You want to talk? Call me. Right. So why is it some wrestlers that they don't want to reach out to people, man?
Well, it's like people that you deal with different things and you don't feel like you can go to people and talk to people. But in any area, if you have problems, you need to talk to somebody. Always talk to somebody, let it out. Allow somebody. Everybody. Nobody looks down on you, but they'll try and help you sincerely. And I love how they're doing a concussion thing now. Much like the NFL, they want to take care of their wrestlers. I've seen a report that Sasha Banks had a freak injury in one of her matches and had a little concussion, and they kept her out to make sure she was all right. And they made sure Enzo was all right before they allowed him to come back. And hopefully soon he'll be back in the ring. I want to see Enzo and Big Cass get a good, good tag team run because tag team wrestling is back. But I think Gallows and Anderson gonna be winning them tag team titles real soon.
I'm gonna get to Gallows and Anderson in a second. Like, I think it's gonna lead up to Money in the Bank. The Dudley Boys, Enzo Amore and Big Cass. And the question is, will Enzo Amore, will Dudley Boys take Enzo and Cass to school, or will Enzo and Cass once and for all? They are SAWLT. Soft.
Oh yeah, they're gonna prove that the Dudley Boys are soft, and that's gonna help, catapult them. Man, WWE got a gold mine in his own cash.
Yeah, bro.
The question is, are they gonna do what's right with them? They had a lot of wrestlers who they should have put the correct booking with them, the correct storylines with them, and they just didn't do things right.
Right, man. It's also about Gallows Anderson. If you missed Raw Monday, AJ Styles said, "Hey, man, this ain't gonna work. Let's part ways," and they did. So I think the Bullet Club, unfortunately, with AJ Styles is concerned, is done.
Well, I believe it's to give AJ a little time to really build himself up and push him into being a main event player and to set up some storylines later on down the line. Again, if WWE do things right, do their writing and their booking and storylines right, they can make real good money and have a big following watching AJ Styles because he is one of the best, if not the best performer that they have right now.
Oh yeah, I think we got time for a little short break. We're gonna take this break right quick. This is brought to you by Finding Dory in theaters June 17th. Check this out.
Hey, where is everyone? finding Dory. Oh! Wait a second. Well, that sounds like a fun challenge. Hey, Dory's missing. We've got to find her. Where is everyone? Everyone, let's work together. We can find her.
And we are back. Great McCrae's with us tonight, or this morning rather. And a lot of people ask me, well, why are you saying Finding Dory? Well, 3 reasons. I love animation. Finding Dory we're going to be promoting this all month until January 17th. We'll go to theaters and then we'll leave it alone. And because it's awesome.
Oh man, I can't wait for Finding Dory to come out, man. Me and my kids love Finding Nemo, and I'm ready. The Dory character is a blast.
I think it's gonna be a journey. She pretty well might forget, you know. Back to the business though. Stephanie McMahon's writing a book pretty soon, and I would love it if the truth finally came out. If she would put Randy Savage chapter in the book, what really went down.
I think she can be more sitting around her career and her rise and pretty much the relationship with Triple H.
Yes, indeed, man. I remember when Triple H and Stephanie first started dating at the time. First, they worked together, they weren't even dating. Then eventually, Triple H started falling for this girl. Now everybody told Ace, especially Mr. McMahon, hey, look, you a grown man, she a grown woman, do what y'all do. But I'm telling you right now, don't date each other because if it don't work out, you got to see each other every day. And Triple H put his job on the line, his career on the line, just to go out with Stephanie.
I'm glad it worked out for him.
Yeah, man. And I tell you this, like also, a lot of like in the wrestling business, as far as relationships in the wrestling business, you know, there's times where, let's say you're dating somebody in the wrestling business, right? And you know you're dating everything, and it might not work out. So that being said, you might see each other in the locker rooms, or in the catering area, and everything, and it might get a little bit awkward. For example, John Cena and Bell, they're a couple right now, and you know what sucks about John Cena? He loves kids, he just don't want none.
Well, he had a breakup with his first relationship.
Oh yeah.
But, I do understand where you come from. Wade Barrett and Alicia Fox dated for years, and they broke up. And it looked like before Wade Barrett left, they had a good friendship outside of that. But that's just like if you date somebody that you work with,
right,
and things don't work out. You got to be grown up enough to look, things didn't work out. You still got to work. You still got to pay our bills.
Oh yeah, man. I remember exactly why John Cena's marriage was down the tube. The Rock even pointed out. He kind of hinted it out in the concert one night on Raw. Basically, John Cena had a little affair with an adult entertainer. I'm not gonna say her name. We all know her name. I'm not gonna say her name. And his personal life and professional life went down the tubes really, really quick.
Everybody makes a little mistake, but he learned from it. He grew up from it.
Yeah, I remember the downfall happened, like professionally wise, right after WrestleMania 28. I watched that match, and the mistake John Cena made, plain and simple, he was mocking The Rock and everything, showboating, and The Rock just took advantage of it. Now, that same mistake almost happened twice. The second time around, WrestleMania 29.
Oh man, that was 2 classic matches. And I knew when John Cena lost to The Rock the first time that The Rock was going to get his match one way or another. And John Cena was going to beat The Rock the next year.
Yes, indeed. The first match at WrestleMania 28, it was all hyped up. This was historic. That's been the match in WWE that has been. This is the only time in WWE where a match has been booked a year in advance, 24 hours after WrestleMania. The rest of John Cena comes out. You know what? Let's sell it for all, Rock. Let's have a match. WrestleMania, The Rock calls out John Cena. Hey, let's have a match once and for all. It's gonna be The Rock. It's gonna be John Cena. And the only way to do this, let's do it big. WrestleMania 28, a year, the next night after WrestleMania 27.
The Rock was deemed as the host of WrestleMania, and then he interjected himself in the main event between John Cena and The Miz.
All right.
I said, yeah, they gonna have a match. Just settle their differences. The only way you can settle your differences is in the ring.
Yeah, so that's the point of the square circle, ladies and gentlemen. You got a problem? Lace up your boots, and let's have at it. And that was historic in a lot of ways. First of all, nobody's ever made a match a year in advance. This is right at WrestleMania 27, and John Cena's coming out and acting like a female, if you will, and he's like, The Rock did this, The Rock did that, and Rock's like, well, you know what, we got a problem, let's sell it next year, WrestleMania 28, boom, and there it is. Now the next year, WrestleMania 29, this time for the title.
And that first match was worthy of being made a year in advance, the night after WrestleMania. Which is the night after WrestleMania is the craziest Raw in the history.
Yeah, it is.
It started the year before The Rock Cena made their historic match. But that crowd, people just stayed over to watch Raw right after WrestleMania, so they did a hype song.
Yeah.
The energy from WrestleMania.
I know you had a chance to see the WrestleMania after the Raw and WrestleMania here in Dallas. Man, that crowd was crazy.
Yeah, nothing beat the crowd after the Raw, after it was in New York when everybody started jingling, and Dolph Ziggler came out and cashed in his money in the bank and paid won the title, and then Ultimate Warrior got up there and he spoke, man. That was the greatest Raw after WrestleMania. Now, I don't think there'll ever be another one as big as that one.
Yeah, anything's possible here. One of my favorite WrestleMania challenges of all time happened to be the day that The Undertaker and Triple H came back at the same time on the same night. Neither of them said a word. They just looked at each other. Looked at the WrestleMania sign. Looked back at each other. They had the sign. And there we go.
Oh, man. Goosebumps. I was so hyped. I'm yelling and jumping. And everything happened. They didn't say a word. That would make it even more epic. They didn't have to say a word. You knew.
Yeah. In fact, all that spoke for itself. The Undertaker came out. Triple H came out during Triple H's entrance, and they just look at each other, and look says it all. Hey man, let's sell this thing. Okay, where at? WrestleMania. Boom. They did all that without saying one word. Without saying one word. And it's incredible.
Man, their second match in the Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels as referee, to me, is one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. It pulled you in. The match itself told a story, going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, it had you just really. I would rather have seen Triple H beat the Undertaker than Brock Lesnar beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'll get to Brock in a second. I remember the last ladder match at WrestleMania. Well, not the last one, but one of the matches at WrestleMania I really enjoyed. It was WrestleMania 31, the Intercontinental Championship. Daniel Bryan celebrated like he did the year before as champion.
Oh man, classic. That match was a WrestleMania worthy match.
It is indeed, man. And now Brock Lesnar. The night after WrestleMania, you would think that Brock did all the work. We're gonna hear from Brock. Oh no, Paul Heyman did all the talking.
Paul Heyman is the perfect talker for anybody.
Right. I mean, Brock Lesnar did the impossible. He slew the beast as The Undertaker at his own stage, which is shocking to me. I'm like, I was there in New Orleans, as you know, and I'm like, okay, we're going to celebrate. Okay, confetti, everything. We're going to party. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate. Man, at 30 at 5, 1, 2, 3, I'm like, what just happened?
Man, that's the cool thing about WrestleMania. You always have one or two surprise moments that just hit you off guard.
Oh, yeah. I'm expecting Undertaker to win. In fact, if I was a betting man, I'd probably be homeless right now. I would have bet my mortgage that the Undertaker would win that match. And I would probably be homeless right now. But I was assured, I was confident. In fact, a couple of days before WrestleMania, I had the privilege to talk to the Undertaker on Facebook, his personal Facebook page. I said, hey, you ready for it? He said, yeah, I'm planning on retiring soon. Thank you for your service. And we just talked about it, and I was feeling good about it. He was confident. And then that happens.
Man.
And one more thing.
I was
Yes, indeed. One more thing. We'll move on. It was one thing to beat the Undertaker. Okay, you beat the Undertaker. Accept your victory. Let's move on. But no. Paul Heyman had to keep rubbing it in, rub every chance he got. Believe me, he didn't miss a beat. Rubbing it in. He couldn't take his victory and let's move on. Let's move on to somebody else. Take a victory. Let's be humble about it. Let's move on. And all of a sudden, the Undertaker couldn't take it no more. The Undertaker one patient person, believe me. He couldn't take it no more. He had enough of this crap. And Undertaker basically just challenged him at SummerSlam last year, I believe.
Oh, yeah. That was a great match.
Ooh-wee. And then we got the controversy part where the Undertaker did indeed tap out. The Undertaker did tap out. However, the referee didn't see it. As we all know in wrestling, this is Wrestling 101. This is the first commandment of wrestling, if you will. If the referee don't see it, it technically never happened. The timekeeper saw it. He rang the bell. Referee Science ring the bell. Referee Charles Robertson. And Brock Lesnar gets up, see what's happening. I say goes for the low blow, smart move. And he puts Brock Lesnar in Hell's Gate. Here's the thing. Brock Lesnar, I'm going out while blaze of glory. And he takes that classic middle finger we call the bird and flips him off. He's number one, if you will. I think as Brock Lesnar passing out, Brock had to let him know he's number one. Not really, but he's number one. And he flips him out and then passed out.
Wasn't gonna make him tap out. I just passed out before I tap out. Just like Stone Cold passed the Bret Hart.
Right. And then again, when you pass out, you technically that same thing as tapping out. Therefore, you lost. So passing out, same thing as tapping out. Yeah, it's the same thing. Wrestling also brought to you by Sherry's Berries, the most delicious, juicy berries of all time. The number is 877-237-7437. Check it out, sherrysberries.com. You know, as we approach Money in the Bank, the people who win their tournament matches, they will battle it out in the most brutal match, in a ladder match. It's real simple. It's real simple, Greg. You take the ladder, climb the ladder, grab the briefcase. It's simple. Oh, no. You got obstacles, difficulties, all kinds of stuff. And every night there's somebody going to need some stitches.
Yeah. Man, ladder matches. And I'm glad to see the creators of ladder match, Chris Jericho, in the match this year. I'm thinking first move most likely to win this year is either Kevin Owens or the lunatic Dean Ambrose.
Yes, indeed. Chris Jericho is the man responsible for Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank actually got started at WrestleMania 21, the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match.
Yeah, they had many ladder matches. We've seen Seth Rollins, first person to cash in at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
But the first person that ever cashed in the same night that
Right.
But the ECW Money in the Bank match, they cashed in the same night from Chapo Guerrero.
I think that was Rey Mysterio at the time.
Got cashed in on Chapo Guerrero.
Okay, I'm remembering something not that good, but yeah, Money in the Bank. That match is really dangerous, but the award is so sweet. A contract inside a briefcase contract, you can cash in any time, any place, anywhere. And technically, it does say anywhere. So I'm just saying it could be like a street fight. So you cash in the street, you know, like have a street fight match. You know, it does say anywhere, right? You know.
This ain't like the hardcore title. I mean, anywhere, but you still got to pin them in the ring.
Oh yeah.
Make them pin them,
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just saying, like, it does say anywhere, any place, any time. So you know, I wish somebody would take advantage of that. Anyway, Money in the Bank contract will be suspended above the ring. All the way to climb it, take a ladder and go for it. The person who grasps full possession of the briefcase, full possession of it, mind you. You have to grab it, hold on to it. You are Mr. Money in the Bank with a chance opportunity anytime you want. When the right picking it in the right time, go for it. How do you feel about Impact Wrestling?
Man, I love that product in the beginning. That product now, you know, it's getting that. I believe they would do real good to get some of these people that the WWE released and take them and blow them up, just like, you know, EC3 was in NXT when he was with WWE. They didn't keep him. He went over there, remade himself, and came out as an A1 player.
Yes, it'd be a little awkward to see people in WWE like in TNA, you know.
I mean, back in the day, they started with ECW. Used to have people, and then you see them either going to WCW or WWF or WWE, and then you'll see people who love WCW, Ric Flair, pop up on WWE. And back in the day, Ric Flair showed up with the gold belt because he was technically shit a champ.
Yeah.
He showed up with it, but they had to burn off the belt. And you see a lot of old WWF go over to WCW, so it's not nothing new. I'm waiting to see what Ryback's going to do. Is he going to stay with WWE, or is he going to leave and then pop up on Impact Wrestling and rap for it?
Yeah, I don't see him doing that, but I think he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know, a lot of people think when somebody leaves TNA or leaves TNA, they automatically assume, he's from WWE. Not necessarily.
No, they may be going to Ring of Honor. They may go with the New Japan and improve themselves and come back and get a big offer from WWE and go there.
Yeah. So it doesn't always mean that I go from TNA to WWE. Who knows? AJ Styles, he left TNA with New Japan.
Oh yeah, AJ Styles. He actually used to wrestle in WWE when he first got started, and WWE didn't realize what they had, and they let him go.
Hey, by the way, like when AJ, where is Japan exactly in Tokyo? Where is that thing?
It's just like WWE, travel all over Japan, doing shows all over Japan, traveling. I don't think it's just in one, but they do a lot of shows in the big Tokyo Dome.
Oh yeah.
Where they do their big.
I was thinking it was Tokyo, somewhere like that.
Yeah, I believe Tokyo may be their home base, but they travel all over Japan doing shows and stuff, and they really get their wrestling freedom to do a whole lot of moves, like when their top star, Kenny Omega. Some of his moves are inspired by the cartoon Dragon Ball Z, and they're some pretty cool wrestling
Oh yeah, man. You know, I want to say back in the day, Hall of Famer Andre the Giant was in New Japan. Was it? It was
WWE had a lot of wrestlers that went and wrestled in Japan and actually won the IWGP heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar won. Hulk Hogan was the first American to win the IWGP title. Van Vader went and won the IWGP title.
Yes, indeed, man. And, you know, even the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle.
Yeah, he went over there and won it while he was working with TNA when they was still in Orlando. And he then came back. He had the IWGP, the TNA World Heavyweight title, the X Division title, and the Tag Team title, all at the same time.
Mm-hmm. You know, like I remember very clearly one of my favorite matches of all time. AJ Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe for all the gold, literally for all the gold.
Yeah. And Samoa Joe, he a real good talent, and I can't wait to see him come up on. You know, I want to see him stay in NXT. Help build him up. NXT to me is like it's so good they can be on their own and have their own brand of wrestling, which is totally different from the main roster of WWE. I think they should give them like a television title or something to give them one more, give them a mid-card title to help them to promote and build up future NXT champions.
Mm-hmm. And Samoa Joe NXT, I think that's a great move. And then Bobby Roode and Eric Young, from the longtime faithful TNA guys, are now in NXT.
Those TNA originals, and Eric Young is he's a good talent. He can teach a lot of young stars stuff, ring psychology, different things. And Eric Roode, I mean, that's a champion right there. It's rich.
Yes, indeed, man. Dixie, I remember one time my Eric Young was talking about it. Say, no, I'm sick of this. I'm gonna take my title and go somewhere. I'll go somewhere else. Now, Jeff Jarrett created the concept for the Kingdom Mountain Championship. It can be defended in any promotion, including WWE. Because Jeff Jarrett did say any promotion. So.
And Jeff Jarrett went and started another promotion called Global Force Wrestling, which once they land a major TV deal, I believe they're gonna give WWE a run for their money.
Yeah, they can try that, but I'm just saying history is always right, and I'm just saying WWE will crush them. You could try, nothing wrong with trying. You could try that, but in the end,
WWE keep going down the path they're going now, man. You give these wrestling fans, smart wrestling fans, good products with great storylines, and you doing it right, they gonna crush WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we just gonna have to see about that, because if I'm correct, if history is correct, rather, WWE always, every single time wins.
WWE got lucky that WCW, that Eric Bischoff made one wrong move, which cost them too much money, and because nobody else came in to buy it themselves, WWE didn't get them buying WCW, which to me was the biggest mistake in professional wrestling, because them pushing each other is what made wrestling great, and that's really put even more money into wrestling.
Oh, definitely, man. I remember that shocking moment when Eric Bishop and Shane Vincent man came out all proud for everything. I just bought my competition. I just bought WCW. Ha 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 ha. And then all of a sudden you see Shane walking down the ramp there, and wait a minute, he's in Paramount City. What's he doing in Paramount City? That's Paramount City. Wait a minute, hold up, what's going on? And it makes a shocking announcement. The contract does say McMahon. However, reads Shane McMahon. Vince McMahon's like, say what now? I just bought WCW. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. You know?
I wish they would have what they should have done with that storyline. They should have let them compete each other against each other maybe for like another year. Then brought the WCW invasion into WWE and then brought it together. Y'all missed out. They missed out on money. They missed out on money. Period. Point blank.
I remember the day I never thought we'd see WCW having a show on WWE television. Remember that?
Yeah.
I never thought in my wildest dreams. I've seen a lot of weird stuff in wrestling. I've seen it all. Never thought in my wildest dreams WCW ever have a show, have a segment at like on Raw. Paul Heyman was like, well, it's time. We're going to turn over to WCW. This is a couple of days before the Alliance storyline. And they had their own show on Raw.
They created a lot of classic matches and different things and created an interesting dynamic. And, I give it man his credit. He came out on top as the winner.
Yes, indeed. Vinny Mac. By the way, he has a birthday coming up, and so do you, in August 24th.
Yeah.
So I wish you guys a happy birthday. The chairman of the board, Mr. McMahon. I actually got a couple people got a birthday on that day. My dad, Mr. McMahon Sr., Hall of Famer Rocky Johnson, who's actually his name, by the way, Rocky Johnson, Rock's dad, and a couple other people. The board makes 71. He's still alive and kicking, 71. Looking fit. I think, yeah, like, I think, like, if and when he does retire, I think that, I'm going to let you go in just a second. I think that either Shane or Stephanie have run at the Kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, say again?
I think Stephanie McMahon will go ahead and take over once he retires.
Yes, indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this morning, the first time ever. We'll probably do this again sometime, maybe it's our regular time, who knows. Thank you for joining us this morning. Have a great night. If you're going back to sleep, I'll blame you. Fix that coffee, and we'll see you guys Saturday night, Sunday night on Wrestling Tracks. I'm Lee Houston. This is my brother, Greg McCray Jr. We're out of here. See you, everybody.
It's summer. Time to get out. No, way out. And then do it again all summer long. Get to Cabela's Memorial Day sale and kick off the summer with huge savings. Get 50% off Cabela's Whoop and Stick rods and combos and Cabela's Deluxe Flotation Vests. 30% off Coleman Sundome tents and 10% off all regular priced kayaks. Plus, find other great deals on grills, coolers, and camping equipment. Don't miss Cabela's Memorial Day sale. It's summer. Time to get out. No, way out. And then do it again all summer long. Get to Cabela's Memorial Day sale and kick off the summer with huge savings. Get 50% off Cabela's Whoop and Stick rods and combos and Cabela's Deluxe Flotation Vests. 30% off Coleman Sundome tents and 10% off all regular priced kayaks. Plus, find other great deals on grills, coolers, and camping equipment. Don't miss Cabela's Memorial Day sale.